What's up guys, my name is Allan Goes. I'm a black belt under Master Carlson Gracie, the son of the inventor of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I'm here today to answer a few questions and a few comments on the Facebook. A lot of people asking me, hey Allan, what happened, your story with Carlson, the end of the story with Carlson? Then before I start talking about the story of the ending with Carlson, I'm gonna tell you how we begin, how I begin to defend Carlson, and what makes me believe in Carlson every day more and more and fight for him, dedicate myself for him, risk my life for him. Everything starts when I truly understand what's being part of the Carlson Gracie team. Carlson always have a big issue with his family, and he always trained us to fight against the members of his family. Why? Because they were the best at the time. Then I never understood why. Then how a master is gonna train his disciple to fight against his own family. Later I start to understand more things that was unveiled, that I begin to see it. Then I'm gonna share my experience and why I chose to fight for Carlson. That story begins in 1988 when I fight Bernardo Feijó in the final of the competition, and I defeat Bernardo Feijó. And Bernardo Feijó at the time used to train with the Renzo and used to be Ralph's partner, training partner, and I defeat him on the competition. Unhappy with the result, Renzo, Ralph and his father came to the Carlson's gym to challenge me with Bernardo Feijó. Then Carlson, with all his courtesy, he said, okay, fair enough, you brought your guys here to fight. Allan, come over here, get ready to fight this guy. The gym was full. For the first time I understand Carlson's mentality. I understand why he thinks the way he was thinking toward to his family. Then we have over there Renzo, Ralph and his father bringing this guy to challenge me in my own house, in my own place, in my own roots. Then that day I chose to live and die for him, because I thought there was an ultimate threat to the lifestyle I chose, and was my begin to establish myself in the Jiu-Jitsu world. That was my first challenge that was brought by Renzo and Ralph and his father, and I was very honored to defeat Bernardo Feijó in the gym. Then another event occurred that reinforced me to that Carlson was truth about everything he's saying to us and why he want to train us to defeat his family. It's not only because they were the best in the business, it's because Carlson think that defeating his nephews, he gonna teach them an ultimate lesson of kinda, look my disciples, they defeat you guys. As an uncle, that's how he wanted us to make those guys pay. Then for us was the pleasure to make masters happy, and for the ultimate respect we have to those guys, because they were the best at the time. Ralph, Renzo, Royler, Rickson. That was the top of the top of Jiu-Jitsu. Rickson was a hero for us. You know, I personally grew up admiring Rickson, especially when he used to let everybody know Jiu-Jitsu is in charge in Brazil, and he was fighting anybody. He was the Jiu-Jitsu protector. For me, this was something that was amazing. I have this true admiration toward that. But at the same time, after this challenge occurred in my gym, in the Carson's gym, I went to a competition again, and this time I'm fighting Allan Gracie in this competition. Then this great final, me and Ralph, right in the City Libanese. Phenomenal. For me, it was very honored. Why? One, because I have my master on my side cheering up for me to defeat his own nephew. Two, I'm fighting with the grandson of the inventor of this sport. And three, Ralph was the best on the category over there. When we met on the final, he demolished everybody by submission. He never scored 1 point on anybody. Everybody was submitted by him. Then we end up on the final. He even beat two guys from Carson's gym, was Carlos and Penão. He beat those two guys. And Carson pulled me on the side and said, "Hey, Allan, listen, we have two guys that half defeat from the gym. If you don't go after this guy, like I know you have the ability to defeat him, if you don't fight with your heart, I get you out of my gym. You gotta fight with your heart." Then I listened to his words. Then my brother was kind of next to me, whispering in my ear, go, "Hey, Allan, just do your job. Go there, do your best. It's the only thing you came to do with." That I was focused on that. Then the fight, they call our match. How Gracie Barra on one side yelling and chanting and singing, Carlson Gracie the other side, team yelling, chanting and singing. Beautiful party, phenomenal. I was honored to be there. Then one more time, as a challenge, for the first time, I have to face my master's nephew. You know, then I was so proud. I want to hold their torch with all my heart and defend my team. But the other side, I knew I have a battle to face. I knew I have one of those best guys in jiu-jitsu at the moment over there, you know? And we were purple belt at the time. Then I went there, I fought with my heart. Me and Ralph, we fought, I believe it was for 7 minutes. Hard battle. I defeat him quite a few points. I believe I make about eight points on him, something like this. We have a great battle. I completely dominate the fight. But I see Ralph, it's like a lion, never quitting. It's the heart of a lion, keep fighting, try to go after me. Even when he knew I was controlling him, he was never a guy that accepts defeat. That's my admiration toward to him, you know? We fought all the way to the end. Then I go, okay, awesome, I defeat this guy. Yeah, boom, get my victory, celebrating, awesome. Then competition's over pretty much for myself, celebrating. Then I go to the podium. I'm waiting, you know? I got the 3rd place over here, and the 2nd place have not showed up yet. That was Ralph. Then I'm at the podium waiting. Then I signed to Carlson. Carlson, where's Ralph? Bring him on. I know, I'm so excited. So I say, hey, history is being made again. And I was part of this history, you know? Then finally Ralph never shows up, you know? Then I go, okay. Then Carlson go, hey, get the medal, let's go. He's not, I don't know where is he. Maybe he got lost in Rio or something, you know? Then he never showed up. Cool. Then the 3rd place began to get his medal. He put his head down to receive his medal. Then it's my turn. When I put my head down to get my medal, out of the blue, Ralph walks in and boom, punch me right on the face. Bang. I'm on the podium. As soon as I got the punch, I go, what the hell? When I saw, I'm on the podium over here, Ralph is downstairs. I go, boom, when he punched me, I didn't even care about medals anymore. I jumped from the podium and go, wah, like Bruce Lee. Eye of the tiger, wah, jump on him. Boom, competition, fight, all over the place. You know, Carlson team, Gracie Barra team, chaos in the competition. You know, just because of one guy that doesn't want to go to the podium. Ralph, he never stepped to the podium. That starts my journey over there. That was enough for me to embrace Carlson's cause and live and dedicate myself for him to defeat anyone he tells me to. My journey starts right there. Then with this whole conflict, all that stuff, I finally told Carlson, you know what? You were right about everything you said about your family. And I will dedicate myself to you, and whatever you say, I will commit myself to you. If you have anybody from your family to fight, I will do it. One, they're the best fighters. Two, I begin not like them anymore, because I have two incidents with them. One, they come to my gym, challenge me. The second one, I beat one of them on the competition. He punches me on the face. Man, that was not going well. And this is beginning to feel the fire on me, you know. Then, few months later, I'm fighting Daniel Gracie. Okay, on the final again, me and Daniel, 1-on-1. And those guys over there, Carlson loved to make bets, and Carlson began to make bets outside with those guys over there. Carlson used to do all that stuff, making betting with those guys. Then fight begin, me and Daniel Gracie. Boom, I finish him really quickly. Boom, 40-second fight. Boom, tap him out. Then after this, I have another fight with Daniel Gracie. Then Daniel Gracie, we don't have much issue at the time. Then I went there, I compete in the tournament against him, and I got him in the armbar. After this, he didn't really like what I said years later in the press, that they said, hey, I beat Daniel via armbar a long time ago, all that stuff. Then he got very mad. He went to the press over there, and he said something about, oh, he beat me when I was a kid, but if he fights me today, I beat him up. That's when it happened for me. That's when happened the fight between me and him and IFL. That's one more time, for the third time, this conflict between Carlson and the Gracie. That Carlson wasn't alive anymore, but that was the continuation of everything that happened years ago. Start since those guys walk into our gym, till the competition, till after the competition I fight against Daniel. Then later I say, hey, I was honored to beat this guy, and they got completely offended. Daniel took this to the heart, completely offended, and challenged me. Then we end up fighting. You saw what happened. That was the beginning of my story with Carlson. And you ask me, what is the end of the story? The story is the ultimate respect people should pay for all those guys that fought the front battle for Carlson. We must pay respect for all those kids that put the ultimate sacrifice in name of Jiu-Jitsu, in name of Carlson Gracie. Sometimes I even see guys from the old school, you know, try to talk crap to those guys, Murilo, Zé Mário, Carlos Barreto. You know, the only thing those guys have to say is thank you for those guys, for committing their life for the Jiu-Jitsu, for the Carlson's legacy. If they live in the Carlson Gracie lifestyle, it's because people commit their life for them. I tell everybody, my father gave me the gift of life, but my master taught me how to live. And I was a very lucky man.